Yo. Well, apologies to everybody who was waiting in the vertical stream. Um, we had some issues with the vertical stream this evening, so let me make sure you guys got some tunes here. All right. Yeah, I don't know what I'm not sure why YouTube has been messing up a lot lately, but at least on my end, like the streaming has not been working the greatest. Like Streamlabs has been definitely messing up a lot lately. We're gonna try to figure it out tomorrow. Not gonna deal with it tonight, so there's only gonna be the horizontal stream tonight, so no vertical stream. On the plus side, that means no new chats, no two chats that I'm reading from or anything like that. So it's just one single chat tonight, just the horizontal stream. Good evening, Mel, Brian, Pieter, Mason, Jordan, 44, Sovereignty, Jeff, Lucky Vish. How we doing tonight, guys? How we trade today? The endless bids getting a little annoying, isn't it? I'm about sick of trading all-time highs constantly. Will gold hold the 4K levels? Nice pullback. I'm not sure. Obviously, we've got resistance above here around 4,020-ish, maybe a little bit above. Probably more something like this at this point. So I'm not sure. The next major level to the downside on gold for me is going to be 39.52, somewhere around there. I honestly would like to see that get traded on gold before we get the move back higher. I am coming into the night with some profits. I was short on the NAS from 26,015. 2 contracts. That's how I got the 690. Just caught a little over 15 points. Jordan, too many trade. What's up, Fernando? What's up, Armando? What's up, Trader Matt? How we doing? How we doing, guys? Tonight should be a little bit easier, actually, without having the 2 chats to pay attention to. Probably less views, probably less subscribers, but that's okay. Yeah, Jordan, honestly, at this point, I feel like what they're doing is trying to squeeze out the big boys in the market. I feel like what they're doing is trying to squeeze out every last penny of profit prior to FOMC. That's kind of why we're seeing the slow grind. You know, without much downside. Pieter, wait, what? Pine got an extra 1,000 subscribers tonight? That seems fishy. That's a massive jump in subs. That's a massive jump in subs, Pieter. Like that's an alarming amount of new subs. Jordan, I would honestly, I don't know when it's going to come. I do think it's going to happen. I do think we need to trade 25,000, 400 again at some point. I would just be I'd be very cautious of trying to short this before news, right? It honestly feels like they're trying to squeeze out profits before news. So I would be very careful about trying to play that big of downside. And that's just me, right? Base Goose. Yes, I trade the New York session. I just don't stream during the New York session currently. What's up, Hugo? How are you? Yeah, Piter, 1,000 subs in a night for someone that just has over 4K subs seems like something's off, right? At least to me it does, right? Did he even have 1,000 viewers in his stream, you know? That's the real question. Like, what was his view count looking like? What's up, Pedro? Pedro, one day you'll stop being scared. Honestly, futures is easier to trade than individual stocks, to be honest. Base Goose. So I'll be honest with you. I trade much better during the New York session generally. I haven't quite got the hang of trading during globex. It's a lot slower and the moves seem a little more random. New York generally trades level to level a lot smoother than the globex session does. Oh yeah, Piter. Futures is way easier in options. He hit 1,000. Oh, he hit 1,000 followers on X. Okay, that makes more sense. My fear was if he got botted, right, on YouTube. YouTube actually punishes your channel for a large amount of bots because they try to eliminate the case where, you know, people purchase through those services a bunch of subscribers and make their channel look bigger than it really is. So they will punish your channel if there's an abnormality in growth, right? Because if that's the case, anybody could get on there, purchase, you know, 100,000 subs and be a massive channel, not organically, right? Happy. What trade did I catch? I was short from 26,015. I saw the run of these highs, these 2 wicks here, and I caught the short. Hey, Top Dog, welcome back. How was DC? I could double that with a nice gold trade. I took a micro gold trade today on the flush of this level. It was 1 micro though, Pieter. What's up, Bryce? What's up, CB? I don't know though. On gold, I'm only going to be trading micros. I'm not going to try to trade minis on gold. Oh, okay, KDP. All right. That seemed like on YouTube, it's very, very difficult to pick up that many subs, right? That would be really abnormal. It's Sports Christmas Day. All 5 major sports playing tonight. Hey, what's up, Dom? How are you? Welcome to everybody rolling in. How'd you guys trade today? I got one answer, but how'd you guys do today trading? Thanks, Dom. Yeah, it's set up pretty nice. Hugo, I'd be very careful about. We have major news coming starting Wednesday, with earnings kicking off, major earnings kicking off. I'm hoping that we get the big dump, but I'm gonna be very hesitant on the short side trades. I'll be tight trailing myself because I have a feeling they're trying to squeeze out every last bit of profit out of those long positions up until FOMC on Wednesday. Yeah, Brian, you can make good money on gold, even with one micro contract. Like, if we get up to this area, I'll try a short on with one micro on gold. Stop at like 4,036. Oh, Frank, you're talking about this down here? You thinking we roll back up? I mean, when you keep on gold, you need to keep in mind Goldman Sachs has already posted their end of year target at 5K. So we need to keep in mind that the big boys are targeting much higher on gold, another 1,000 points to the top side. So CB, no, I do not have an Apex affiliation, and that is by choice. That is by choice. I don't like their business practices personally, right? Like if you guys trade with Apex, that's fine. You know, you do you. I don't trade with them, and I'm not going to partner with them. Like if I'm not going to recommend one of the props, I'm not going to get a partnership with them. If I can't reliably recommend them to you guys, I'm not going to partner with them. Yeah, cheers, CB. Yeah, I don't have an Apex code. Probably never will. Just to give you a heads up. Yeah, Brian, what I would look for on gold is if you like the long side, I would wait for the break back above and the pull back in to see if it holds, and then try the long back up into, you know, 4,100 or so, back up here. Yeah, Frank, I mean, Goldman Sachs and the big banks have said that's their target. I don't know if it gets there by end of year, but I would assume that it gets there at some point beginning of next year at the latest. They always seem to hit their targets, right? They always seem to hit their targets. It's a little strange not having the two streams going on. I'm so used to seeing so much more stuff going on my my streaming software. It's a little strange. Armando, NQ. I guess at this point what I would be watching is for the bottom side of this little, well, can we call it a consolidation? This consolidation area to get traded, and to see this 30-minute opening range hold below for the short, or get back above the top side, the 30-minute opening range high for the Asia session, and be holding above for a long. The line on my chat. Wait, what? I'm confused. Sorry, Grateful Gold. I'm sorry. I don't understand the question. Razvan, up here, I'm not too confident. At levels above current price. Levels below current price, where we've previously traded. I've had these levels marked on my charts for a few days now. But usually what I do with, you know, when we're trading all-time highs, it becomes a little more difficult. My strategy is not as good, or I'm not as confident in it, because I'm a support and resistance trader, and we really don't have any thing to gauge resistance on. Usually what I do is I'll take the recent swing low to swing high on the higher time frames and do a fib extension out and then see roughly where the pivots line up, right? Like these gold lines. You're talking about the gray boxes, Randall? I draw these on my chart. They aren't an indicator at all. So these are levels that I'm keeping an eye on and areas that I want to be executing. And it simplifies my trading. It just defines my risk. There's support and resistance levels based on higher time frame price action or fib extensions at all-time highs in this case and floor trader pivots. It's like a combination of the two. And then knowing how NQ likes to move, you can kind of put a guess. But really all this does is manage my risk. Shorts, I want to be executing from the bottom side of these levels with my stop at or just above the top side. Longs, I want to be executing from the top side of these levels on holds with my stop at or just below the bottom side. So it just simplifies my trading for me. That's all. Right? It gives me an area of interest to look at, to be executing from. And it tells me whether I'm right or wrong relatively quickly, rather than just guessing. But that's what they are. And what I look for generally is a lot of where price has rejected a lot on the higher time frames before and where price has bounced and held as support. So a lot of wicks is what I'm looking for on like the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 30 minute. Yeah, Goldilocks, it does seem, well, at least the Nasdaq seems to trade like that, right? Like the S&P is a little bit different. ES is a little bit different. ES trades a little bit differently than the Nas does. It's a little more smooth, less volatile. But that's what these boxes are for those of you that are new to the stream. Yeah, it just simplifies my trading. I had to find a way with, to remove all the clutter off my charts. I wasn't finding any success with moving average crossovers or anything like that, so I had to simplify everything. Yeah, Goldilocks. Like the Nas definitely likes those psych numbers for sure. The 80s, the 20s. I try to stay away from major psych levels like 26,000 or, any of the even numbers. I will take trades on them, but in fact, this might actually be better. Here, let's go to like a higher time frame chart so you can kind of see what I look for. But I draw these on every morning. I've been doing it for over 3 years now. We'll just go back a year. But you can see I have them all up and down my charts. It's a little more difficult to look at this on when we're just trading up. It's a little bit more difficult. But you can kind of see what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a lot of tests. I don't usually do analysis anything lower than a 30-minute chart. But you can see we've got lots of rejections here. Then we've got a break, a retest, holding as support. Same thing up here. So the Nas, I'm expecting at some point to come back and trade these highs right here. These previous all-time highs. At around like, what is this, 370? So this is going to get traded at some point in the future. I don't know when. But this will get traded again. My goodness. Look at this. All right, so it looks like the Nas might want to trade back into this area. So 950-ish, it looks like, is where we're probably heading. So now it's just a matter of finding a good entry. And Q only goes up, Francois. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I'm about tired of all-time high grinds. What's up, Dope Book Futures? How are you? What's up, Red? Didn't even have time to get in as the plan today. I know, it never came back to the key level today. It never came back. Frank, I'll be honest with you. I don't trade gold a whole lot. Like, I'm just getting my feet wet on gold. So, any of my gold trades are all based on technical analysis as of right now. Yeah, Goldilocks. It feels like to me they're just trying to squeeze out every last penny of profits before news. And I feel like news is going to bring us back into all that. Everything that needs to be retraded. Yeah, Frank. Yeah, I'm not real knowledgeable on gold, to be honest with you. For me, gold has always been a long-term investment kind of thing. Not a day trading. Oh, nice, the McLean. GG's in the chat for McLean. For the McLean family, I guess I should say. For the entire fam. That's amazing. Yeah, thanks, Top Dog. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. Like I said, we're only doing the horizontal stream tonight. You love the monkey market? Yeah. I mean, if you just buy the open, you know, just buy at the opening bell every day. It'll work. It'll be just fine. All right, let's see if we can get a move up to like maybe... I don't know if we're going to get the move back up. I think we might grind down into that 950 level at this point. I don't want to get in early, though, and have this thing rip higher. Back up to 26K. What's up, Sean? Statistically longs, that would be a winner. I know. It's kind of crazy, right? Like that you can just literally buy the opens every day and come out on top. What's up, Sid? Oh, I know, Sean. I know. I mean, Nvidia's got what, like a 53 PE right now. It's just absurd. Everything is so overinflated. I know, Sean. I mean, we need a pullback, right? Like, we need a pullback on the market. Let me see what gold's doing, actually. All right, we are actually... Wow, this is starting to look a little interesting here. Raul, no. The TPT giveaways are not free to activate. So, like, if you pass the evaluation is free, and we learned this the hard way, right? I thought they were free, but they are not. You do have to pay the $130 activation fee currently. Yeah, it's showing signs of rejection here. Oh, thanks, Red. Appreciate you, brother. Guys, Red also streams during globex session. He normally goes live at about 9:30. Feel free to give him a subscribe, give him a watch. He's definitely a trending streamer on YouTube as well. Good dude. Thanks, Red. Appreciate you. Yep, here's the follow through. Yeah, Raul, there's definitely an activation fee. At least that's what we were told. So, if that streamer had one with no activation fee, a giveaway, that's definitely new to me. Right? Those of you that won a membership, by the way, if you join Level Up Discord, it's our free trading Discord, and link your YouTube account to your Discord profile, you will have access to my pre-market trading plans on the Nasdaq each morning. Red, thanks for the gifteds, by the way. That's amazing. Appreciate you, brother. Jack, how do you get on Red's channel? You can just put in the YouTube search bar Red Candles. He goes by the same name. And it should pop up. Yeah, Jack, he should. I think he goes live at 9:30 or something like that, Eastern Standard. Hey, what's up, Camille? Ms. Rain, you could never find it. I mean, it pops up when I put in Red Candles, but I'm already subscribed to him as well, so YouTube might be doing that thing. Oh, nice, Yoshi. That's amazing. So no activation fee now? My affiliates, so here's the thing. I don't really check my affiliates a whole lot, I'll be honest with you. All my affiliates are tied to my editor's accounts. He gets the money. So I never really know what's going on. I mean, while I have affiliate codes, I'm the worst promoter of my affiliate code. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm terrible about it. I'm a horrible salesperson, right? But I also never wanted my stream to be about that. Like, I feel like it's a little overwhelming going around to trading streams, and it feels like a giant billboard, you know? It's just, hey, here's my affiliate code all over the place. And I get it. I respect the hustle and the grind. I just never wanted my stream, and I don't hate on anybody for it. I just never wanted my stream to be about that. There's a lot of money to be made in those affiliates, right? Oh, nice. You guys are finding Red's channel? Yeah, he's a cool dude. Give him a watch. Show your support. Show some love. Okay, gold is going on up. What's up, Tim? Oh, I'm gonna need some sort of pullback. Let's see if we can get a pullback here and a hold above this high. I'm hoping it just doesn't launch away from me. Silver's pushing big time too, Frank. Yeah, the metals have been flying around. Well, I tell you what. Let's just, I wish it would have pulled back a little bit more. Might have to layer into a position at this point. It's kind of running away from me. What's the Nas doing? The Nas is just kind of slowly grinding down. Man, I sort of need the Nas to come back up in order to get in at this point. It's too much risk. Back up into the mid 80s. I don't know if I want to risk 15 points. Because I definitely don't want to short the hole in this market either. Gold ran away, did it? Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Who was long from 20? Someone said they were going to get long from 20. Nasdaq's in controlled selling, nothing great. Yeah, I'm a little leery about the move back towards VWAP here at some point. That's kind of why I'm holding off on this. Frank, you got in after the hammer at the lows on gold? Oh, so you're below 4K on the entry then, huh? Yeah, that's a great trade. You in on a mini or a micro? Yeah, Dope Book. I mean, a lot of people are trading gold now because it's just been a runaway freight train to the top side lately. I just don't know it well enough. Oh, Rice, if you're short from just below 26K on the Nas, you're in a good spot. You are in a good spot, my friend. If we can get a move back up, I will try to hop on the short as well. I'll probably try like a, what is this, an 82 entry. Then I'm only risking, you know, less than 20 points. I'm gonna need a move back up though. Gonna need a relief bounce at some point. I'm not gonna chase on the short side right now. Martin, I was short from 26,015. So I caught a little bit of the downside. Took profits way too early, though. Entirely too early, apparently. It's just going to run away without me. It's not going to give even a relief. All right, we got about 140 people in here, guys. Smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. It really does help out the channel. With the lack of the vertical stream tonight, numbers will probably be a little bit down, so help me out. Smash that thumbs up button. Still have time to convert to the short on ES. Yeah, I mean, where's ES at right now? ES is trading at 69.08. What do you like? Back into 6,900? Are you looking at more at like 68.97, somewhere around there? Oh, well, actually, you got room all the way back down into 68.90, to tell you the truth. You got short at 16. I mean, we should get a little bounce, kick back up at some point. I hope it just doesn't straight flush. Like, what kind of size are we looking at on the DOM here? Not a lot tonight. There's no real big orders anymore. So it looks like people are finally starting to take some profits. Oh, dang, Bronson. That's terrible. I'm sorry, brother. Past 12 more accounts, though. Yeah, that one stings a little bit, for sure, Bronson. Man, oh man. Looks like I'm left behind on everything today. All right, so this 5-minute candle on gold did not print a new high. So if we sweep this high and pull back a little bit, I'm not opposed to trying a short on gold. kind of coming into all these downside wicks. This would be a pretty good spot for a reversal. All right, is the Nas coming back up finally? Finally. Finally getting that relief bounce. All right. Oh, Bronson, you stuffed yourself in your room all day afterwards. Yeah, those are bitter pills to swallow for sure. A 40K red day is a bitter pill to swallow. Those are rough. What's up, 3 spot? Oh, nice. Nice trade. Nice trade. Yeah, I took profits on the short way too early as well. Way too early. All right. I think... Man, that's a lot of risk. I kind of want it up around 80. I might have to hop in here. All right, let's just get in. Let's get in. Let's target like just below 950. And I'll add into this if it does get back up to 80. Might give back everything that I made on this trade tonight, but I think there's a little more downside coming in. All right, so we are short from 71. We're going to target just below 25,950. I know, Brian. 26K is a little ridiculous. It seems a little absurd. I know, Rice. I know, Rice. I feel like that 950 area needs to get maybe even lower, to tell you the truth. The 920s look okay. I mean, if we start to get a little aggressive below 960, I might even extend my target out here. Maybe target just above 920. Yeah, Martin, Lucid's great. Lucid is great. If you guys are looking for a new prop, Lucid Trading Company is actually really, really good. Really good and really cheap right now too. I think it's 45% off their evaluations and tests, which brings a 50K to under $80 all in. No activation fee. I think they have a really good transition to a live account too. Their payouts are fast, nearly instant. Yeah, Dope Book Futures. I mean, I would like to see an attempt at that gap fill. You know, at least the top side of the gap. Brian, your target is the gap fill. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That's a massive gap to leave behind on the Nas. 200 points. That's a little excessive. At 19K. Can you imagine? Could you imagine? Take Profit Trader being slower to approve payout request. Yeah, Mudman. Take Profit Trader's customer support is lacking still. I think they're still playing catch up with their hiring. It's been pretty slow. Buy 19K. Yeah, I mean, according to Nims, he's still short from 19,400. I don't think that's accurate. Obviously, he's not short from 19,400, right? In reality. Got to get Nims back on the stream at some point. I think he'll be available come January. So he's still a couple months away from a Nims sighting, but yeah. Yeah, Mama, they're just going through their growing pains, you know? That kind of they all go through when they hit a certain point as far as the prop firms are concerned. Where's he at, Dope Book? Oh, he enrolled in a data sciences degree program, so he's busy with school right now. He lives in the UK, so time-wise is not the best for him for my streams currently. He's got to get his rest. He's got to get his beauty sleep. He really hasn't been trading at all. All right, got about 160 people in here currently. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Apologies if you prefer the vertical stream. Unfortunately, YouTube was not working for the dual stream tonight for me. Hey, Camille. Oh, yeah, that's true. 160 people, $160. Yeah. That's true, Pieter. He does eat pizza with utensils, for sure. He definitely does. The McLean, all my accounts, except for my Take Profit Trader accounts, are 50Ks. The Take Profit Trader accounts are 25Ks because they're the only true one-to-one. $1,500 drawdown to $1,500 profit target. And with the intraday trailing, I'd rather have the intraday trailing target be a lot closer. So I did the 25Ks. Brian, eating pizza with utensils is underrated, not gonna lie. Oh, man. Probably should go break even at this point and not let this trade go red on me if it's going to come back. If I can get a better entry. I'd rather see it just straight flush to 50 here. There's kind of all this liquidity resting below us. But there is some back up towards 80. So I'd hate to see a snap back up. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Got this consolidation range here too that might want it to bounce and test the top side. So we'll just go break even. I'd rather see it just flush this out. real quick, rather before it comes back. Your wife's birthday's in 2 weeks. Need some ideas? No one will be shamed. And all ideas will be considered. Hit you up. Oh, you want us to give you the wife gift ideas? Yeah, I mean, I would just ask her what she wants. To be fair. Oh, come on, Naz. Why you gotta be like that, Naz? Yeah, I mean, taking the stop out here. Break even. Actually, I made $10 on that trade. All right, 171 people in here currently, guys. Smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. I appreciate you hanging out with me each and every night. We have a good time on these streams. Watch me get top tick stop there. I know, Brian. The short side is just so hard. The recoveries have been instant and really fast. Wrong. Don't ask her what she wants. You should know. That's what she'll say. Oh, boy. ES would never treat me like that. It's so funny. ES traders hate the NAS, and NAS traders hate the ES. And they both say the same things about the other indice. Like, people who trade the NAS say the ES moves too slow. You know? ES traders say the NAS doesn't get all whippy and back and forth. Or the ES doesn't, yeah. The ES doesn't whip back and forth. You don't get wicked out of trades. Corey, what platforms does Take Profit Trader use? Is it the same as Trade Day? Take Profit Trader uses... What does Take Profit Trader use? I mean, I traded on Quant Tower. So any rhythmic connection platform. I'm pretty sure you can use Ninja Trader, Tradeovate, all of them. I'm not sure. Is Take Profit Trader on Project X, guys? I can't remember. Any good Halloween promo? Slim, I haven't heard anything. Like, My Fun of Futures is the one who does a lot of promos. Lucid puts out a new promo each week. I haven't got any updates from any of the props as far as new promotions. The best one currently that I've seen is Lucid's with 45% off tests. So it brings the cost down all in to under $80 with code WES currently on Lucid. And if you guys have never traded on Lucid, I would give them a shot for sure. It's 1 day to pass on Lucid as well. Their funded is kind of structured for long-term growth and success. They do have consistency tied into the fundeds. I believe it's 35% consistency in the funded stage. And you have to clear the buffer in order to take a payout. So, I mean, their funded is... Oh, Corey, you passed 2 Lucid yesterday morning in 5 minutes? Nice. Nice. Yeah, the 1 day to pass is nice, right? It's 5 days to pay out. 5 winning trading days to pay out on Lucid. Yeah, Dopebook, I'm pretty sure almost all the props, have a rhythmic option. Brain, I was right about the gold short. Oh, yep, I was. Design, zero shame. I knew that was coming at some point tonight, design. I knew it was coming. Oh, yeah, Martin. Yeah, except Top Step now. You're right. Top Step no longer has rhythmic connection. You're right. Top Step cut out the middleman. Still a great prop, right? Like, they're ultra reliable. Always make things right when there are issues. Design. All right, did you take the long design? Rooting for 26K? Need that 26K? Only grandfathered live chat? Yeah, Martin. Yeah, Martin, you know. Look at this move back up on the Nas. I mean, come on. What are we doing, guys? Why is it just an endless bid? Any kind of, like, decent downside is just bid right back up. It's so funny. Oh, you're not long. Okay. Oh, you're saying 26K. Come on. Like, what? Why are we trading 26K? Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, we're finally getting that move up into an area of interest for me. Design, you're going to hate this. You're going to hate this, what I'm about to do. But I'm probably going to short the low 80s if we get there. I'm probably going to short the low 80s if we get there. They keep saying buy the dip, Hugo says. Yeah, I mean, it works, right? It works currently. What could possibly go wrong? I know. Momentum is hard to fight. I mean, on everything, really. I guess gold's kind of come down, right? Interesting. Very, very interesting here. Yeah, Hugo. I mean, that's what makes the trading difficult right now. Like, I struggle at all-time highs. I will be 100% honest. I struggle. It doesn't really show in my P&L, but it's very difficult for me. So I just execute a lot less than I normally would. And any short side position that I do get into, I go break even relatively quickly. So it becomes more of the risk management game than it does a skill game for me at all-time highs. Because the problem at all-time highs is it'll just grind, and then there will be a random rug pull, right? And it almost doesn't allow you to get on the short side either. But it's hard to buy tops at all-time highs, too. I really struggle with it. Psychologically, I struggle. I just do. It just does not make sense to keep buying tops. But that's almost what you have to do right now, right? It's just keep buying tops. But that's also the problem, is they aren't going to let you on to the short side trade if you aren't on it already. You know, it'll be a rug pull of like 100 points in 20 seconds, and then it'll bounce 50 points back against you. So if you enter late, you're behind. You're just caught. Now, what I hope does not happen tonight, guys, is I hope we do not start just you know, chopping the 26K level. I mean, we've had a somewhat aggressive move down. If we can get up here to point of control, closer to VWAP, I will try the short again. I don't necessarily want to short right at 980. See if we can grab some of these orders above, and then I'm not opposed to trying it. Maybe a limit order here at 986. You know, something like this. Yeah, 3 spot. Like, I'm okay with the break evens. You know, I've learned to accept them. Just go long. Design says can't lose. I mean, long term, for sure. For sure. Come on, Naz. Come get me. Come get me. I might be waiting here a minute, guys. Waiting for price to come get me. What's gold doing? Okay, gold did bounce. Anybody in a trade right now? I'm playing chicken on the freeway during rush hour. Slim. So what I look for with anything is sort of like a break and retest. So we have this area of consolidation here. We've got a downside wick with a little bit of aggressive selling before the one sweep higher, right? With the failure at the highs on new highs and the push through. And then we have broken this level to the downside, right? I have VWAP protection above, but I want to be entering near the top. So I think this would be on this move up. This would be near the top of this swing. But it's looking like it's not even going to get there, to be fair. Sellers have kind of grabbed hold, so we're probably going to get a pretty hard flush out here. But I'm not going to get the entry. So you're probably looking at this area down here around 9, you know, just above 940 is the next stop to the downside. once it clears this here at 960. I mean, you pretty much have 4 topside wicks here put in at 980, 981. Design not allowed to flush out. Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding? What time is it? It's 9:40 right now. Yeah, Slim, like, to film those things, it takes time, right? Like, because I don't want to just, like, I don't want to put something out that's not going to be good content and good edited. It needs to be good content. So I don't want to rush, like, something like that. So finding the time for me is more or less what it is. But I promise, I will work on it. I will get something out that'll be more detailed than during a live stream explaining it. Grant, do I know why your account balance minimum balance is showing 0 if you didn't hit drawdown? Are you past the trailing drawdown, Grant? Like, is your account actually positive, but your trailing drawdown is... Like, that might be why. So if you're positive on the account, and you're past where the trailing drawdown has come all the way to 0, that's the only thing I can think of. Your account is still active. Yeah, I don't know. I would reach out to support, Grant. It might be a minute before they get back to you, but I would reach out to support and ask them. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that you finally got past the trailing drawdown. And so you technically don't have a trailing drawdown anymore, but I'm not sure entirely. Without seeing it, I won't be able to know. All right, we still got 170 people in here. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Not a lot of action tonight. I mean, if you caught the downside trade, I guess hold your short position for now. If you're short from above 26K, because you might have caught a top. Later, Frank. Enjoy your evening. Oh no, you tried to catch the top on NQ? Yeah, that's... Today was not the day to try to short the market, right? Today just was not the day. Do any of you guys ever find yourselves doing that at all-time highs? Like, You know it's a bad idea to short the market, but you still try it anyway. Whenever you see any kind of look of weakness in the charts, you're like, oh, it looks heavy. It looks like it could go. So you get into that short position even though you know you shouldn't. Happens to me all the time. Even though I know better than to short all-time highs, I still try it anyway. Look, I mean, look, I'm trying to short it right now. Oh, no, Grant, you only had $80 to... Oh, yep. We've all been there, my friend. We have all been there. You're so close to passing the account and just start trading stupid. Yeah, Mel. Naturally short biased. Like, here's the thing, right? Is we know the market goes up the majority of the time, right? So your opportunity on the short side, while it's when it is heading down, is good and you can make a lot of profits really quickly, and I think that's the lure for the short side traders. But you're looking at 80% of the time the market's going up, right? The odds are definitely swayed in your favor to the long side. No matter what the market conditions are, overall, the odds are much greater in your favor if you're playing the long side. Three spot, yeah, I was shorting all last night, grinded out 550, but it was dumb. I think the short side, because it just does rip down and the profits are so big on that singular trade when you do catch a top, that that kind of lures you back in and wants you're constantly searching for that adrenaline rush, right? That hit of dopamine. So people get married to shorting the market very easily. They want that rush. And maybe that's why they call them longs and shorts, right? Like buys you hold on for a long period of time, and shorts you hold on for a very short period of time. Oh, come on, Naz. Let's do something. I'm just going to leave that order there. All right, so gold did hold that. What is this? 4,016? I got nothing there. What's up, Trader Joe? How are you? $700 again. Yeah, I'm up 700 tonight. Last night, what did I make last night on? 790 is what I made last night. And now 700 on 2 trades tonight. What's up, Face Trader? How are you? Yeah, you just want that parabolic move down. Watching and learning? Nice. Well, welcome to the community. We got lots of good traders in here. I live stream every night. Feel free to ask any questions. If I know the answers, I'll answer them. I'm definitely not the greatest trader on earth, and I don't know everything, but I will try to help out where I can for sure. Need 6 more thumbs up, Powell? Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up for me if you could. We got about 170 plus people in here right now. Hopefully you guys are making money tonight. I'm a little sleepy tonight. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little tired. Trader Joe, yeah, I traded New York session today. It was What did I make today during New York session? I think I only made like a little over 500 today on the New York session, but that combined with what I made last night, so it ended up being a what, like 1.3k day for me, something like that. What's up, Adam? Oh, yeah, Face Trader. Yeah, cheers. Ask any questions in the Discord too. Like, I think beginning traders are scared to reach out and message, you know, in Discord groups, especially one like mine where we got a pretty tight-knit community, and the people that post, you know, troll each other a lot. And don't be scared of that. You know, ask questions. It helps us too when we teach. You learn a lot when you're trying to teach people, you know. So don't be scared to ask questions. Don't be scared to reach out. There's some really good traders in that Discord. Oh, Trader Joe, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I keep shorting the market, hoping I'm a part of the pullback. Right. You know? But I don't even know anymore. Like, we're so... You look at a higher time frame chart and it just becomes so absurd at a certain point. Like, here, let's look at a 4-hour chart. Right? Like, what is this? Like, legitimately, what is this? I mean, we're looking at nearly, what, 4,000 points on the Nasdaq since June? I mean, come on. It looks like a pullback ready to happen. I mean, there's this huge gap left behind. I do expect this to get traded at some point, right? Like, price does need to pull back and test these highs at some point. I just don't know how far extended it wants to get first. That's the only thing. Imagine holding one mini since June. Oh, I know, Casual. I know, Cash. I know. Yeah, Goldilocks. So, like, I've talked about it before on stream. I think people underestimate how difficult it is to talk for 2-3 hours straight. It's very difficult. And it definitely takes a toll on the vocal cords. It's almost like working out muscles that you haven't used. Hey, 3Spot. We'll catch you tomorrow. Good luck with your trading. But yeah, every night when I get off stream, my pipes hurt. What's up, Disciplined? How are you? Oh, nice, Tim. Yeah, the YM moves smooth. The YM is a good instrument to trade. It trends. What's up, Khaled? How are you? Or Khalid. I'm not sure which way you pronounce it. Oh, nice. Welcome to the community. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Wish I could catch a decent trade here, but I'm good overall. Brian, what playlist am I using? I use Epidemic Sound for my music. Oh, you're from California? Or you live in California? Khaled, nice. I use Epidemic Sound for my music, and this is... It's just a genre that I picked. It's called lounge. The 6th of April low. That's what you're looking for, Martin? The music is good? Nice. I don't even hear the music on my end, guys. Like, I'm sitting in a quiet room, so I don't even hear the music on my end. But I'm glad you like it. I wanted it to be kind of chill, but not so sleepy that people are falling asleep. On your third payout from Bill Knox, 1,500 max payout times 3. What happens after the third payout? George, I'm not sure. I've never traded with Bull Knox, so I'm not 100% certain. Anybody in the chat, do you guys trade with Bull Knox? And do you know what happens with that third payout? I didn't even know that was a rule, to be fair. I just know they're a reliable prop and they do pay out. Oh, nice, Face Trader. The best advice I can give is just to take things extremely slow, focus on your risk management more so than the skill side of things, and build your skill over time. So simplify everything as much as possible, and focus on risk management. In other words, limiting your losses to very small. Keeping your losing days really small. I think that's probably the most crucial part of trading, is focusing on that more so than the skill side of things. What's up, Race? How long have I been streaming? Tonight? I've been live for an hour and a half. Or how long have I been streaming overall? Overall, I've been streaming for a little over a year. Yeah, Race, you haven't missed much. You haven't missed much. Honestly, $690 of my profit was made before the stream. I took a break even, well, a $10 winner on stream. I think I was only up like $160 at one point on the trade. Hey, Slim, enjoy your night. Get some rest. It's 3 a.m. there, Slim? Yeah, definitely get some rest. Oh, nice, Race. Nice. Congratulations. First green day since starting the evals. Nice. That had to feel good. That feels good. Mike, I don't trade options. So futures is a lot easier than options trading is, if you ask me. So I pretty much stick to futures. And don't even mess around with options. When I started learning how to trade, I started trying to learn how to trade options, and you're dealing with the Greeks and you're having to pay attention to all this different stuff, you know, theta and time decay and all that stuff. So the value of the contract is always moving around, right? At least when you're trading futures, you know exactly what the contract is worth, right? At all times. Mo, you're addicted to trading gold? Oh, no. Oh no, you're going down that rabbit hole. Yeah, Adam, like everybody's different, right? Your brain might process that information really quickly and be able to make sense of it. I just was never able to. Like futures just seem so much more, it's easier, right? It's simple. I'm looking at the charts and I don't have to pay attention to all that extra stuff. Yeah, Adam, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed, so I had to find, if I was going to be a trader, I had to find something that made sense to me, that I could simplify and really just focus on one thing at a time. Like I'm still not even to the point in my trading where I'm able to pull up like 20 different charts and be looking at 20 different things at once. I really just focus on the Nas during New York session for the most part. That's where I make all my money. Occasionally I'll dabble into YM or gold or ES occasionally, but for the most part I trade the Nas. Yeah, Mike, it's pretty much the same thing, I would think, as trading options. You know, you're looking at, it's more technically driven. So as long as you've got a good concept of supply, demand, support, resistance, you know, you can be highly successful without knowing anything else. Yeah, T, there you go. So you're using the options data in order to find support and resistance levels on the futures contracts. That makes sense. Yeah, Powell, it's just too much for me. It's too much noise, right? Like, I just don't, wow, we got over 200 people in here right now. Oh, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, Adam, the one thing I learned very early on in my trading is I've really noticed that I have a good understanding of my limitations at any given point in time. And anytime I've tried to add too much or make things too complicated, it's a recipe for disaster for me. Trading the way that I've traded it makes me 6 figures a year, and I'm quite comfortable with that. Not high 6 figures, you know, I'm not making crazy amounts of money trading. And by no means will I ever claim to be the world's greatest trader. But I live comfortably. You know, it works for me. It might not work for everybody else. I always think it's funny though, because like we have a lot of options traders, or you know, a lot of the options or people that use options levels, you know, gamma levels and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Chris? We'll have the same levels of interest, but I won't be looking at any options data. All I'll be doing is looking at charts and looking left, and we'll have the same levels there. And sometimes I think it makes my friend Albu a little upset because all I do is look at a chart and go, yeah, that looks good, and draw the level on there. Meanwhile, he's doing all this mathematical calculation stuff, spending 3 hours in the morning doing pre-market. We'll come up with the same level with me just looking left on the charts. Yeah, I'm envious of you options traders for sure. I wish I could grasp it. You know, I wish I could make it all make sense in my mind so that I could use it and maybe develop an edge that way, but I just have never been able to get there. Yeah, face trader, like being a trader is a give and take, right? We miss out on the social side of life a lot while we're studying, because we're constantly studying and constantly having to keep up with news headlines and constantly staring at charts. You know, so you just have to decide whether that's the kind of lifestyle you want for the next 5 to 10 years of your life, you know, because that's what it's gonna take in reality. Eventually we'll get to a point in our trading where we're comfortable and we're confident in every trade that we're taking, but it takes so much time to get there. You don't miss the regular mindset? You miss it. I miss it at times. Like, that's kind of why I stream, is to have that kind of social side, because we don't go to an office and talk with people face to face every day. So, you know, the mental health side of it comes into play. But yes, most of us at a certain point, if you stick with it long enough, you do become financially comfortable. Bird, I do not miss the office. I mean, I don't technically miss it either, right? But I do miss, like, I don't have a lot of, I mean, I have real life friends, but there's not a lot of hangout time. And honestly, when I try to talk to them about what I do, it goes in one ear and out the other. They don't understand. It's like a foreign language, you know? There's nobody that I can talk to about trading in real life, really. They don't understand it. They don't get it. And the people that do say they want to learn, they don't necessarily really want to learn. They just want the money that comes with the learning, right? I think if people show that they're willing to put in the time and the effort, you know, like I did in the beginning, I'm more than happy to sit down with them and teach them. But once I tell them, like, look, you got to give me the next year of your life, kind of, you know, you got to give me the next year, and you got to prove that you're going to put in the work outside of what I'm teaching you as well. There's just really no point. There's really no point. And then the next thing that they ask is, how much money do I need to start? And I'm like, well, honestly, if you don't have 10K that you're willing to lose, that you're willing to part with, don't even consider it. Don't even consider it. Like, if you don't have 10K saved up that you're willing to part with, that you can say goodbye to, you might as well as just probably not start, because that's what it's going to cost at a minimum, probably. Make it 30K with inflation. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what we're looking at. You know, you're looking at probably at least 10K to start, minimum. Martin. Yeah, Jeff, in a lot of cases, you're probably right. It probably is more than 10K. It probably is more than 10K. Yeah, Grant, even with prop firms, I think prop firms are a good tool, but you need to understand, here's the thing. The prop firms they're a business. They know the rules that they need to put in place to make a lot of money, right? So they're very, very it's hard to trade prop firms well. it's very tough. It's almost harder to trade the prop firms than it is to trade a personal account, right? Because you're under such tight restrictions and confines that you know, they're designed to force failures. Oh, nice the gig. Congratulations. Yeah, if you weren't long from the open today, it was very difficult trading, for sure. Really, a lot of the days recently have just been pump and goes. That bell sounds and it's just rip north. Rip to the top side and don't look back with very little pullbacks. But Wes, all these prop firms act like my best friend. I'm so confused. I heard someone said something to me the other day, guys, that somebody spent $98,000 on props and never got a payout. Something like that. I don't know where they heard it from, but I heard this from somebody. That there is a trader out there who has spent $98,000 on prop firms and never got to a payout. Design, just another shameless day. Patrick, you saw that on Reddit? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I heard it from somebody. I didn't see it anywhere myself, but someone told me that. And I was like, wait, what? Somebody spent $98,000 on props and never got to a payout? You would think odds, just pure luck would get you to a payout, right? No, Beaks, you're good. We'll be live for a little bit longer. Yeah, Indian Burn. I just don't understand how statistically that's even possible, right? You would think eventually 98,000 in firms, in accounts. I mean, that's a lot of accounts. Yeah, Face Trader. Like, because of the way that Tori trades, like, I think, you know, she can't execute in a prop firm probably because she's more a swing, give your position room to breathe trend line trader, higher time frame trend line trader. The prop firms are designed to destroy that kind of trading. You just can't do it. So yeah, like, she would have to trade differently than she normally does in order to reach a payout, I would think. Like, she might be able to pass. Oh, nice, Roger. Congrats. Marina, does Ninja Trader charge you? Wait, Ninja Trader charges $99 a month for data? Are you kidding me? That's wild. Yeah, 20 times Apex plus activation adds up real fast. Yeah, yeah, it definitely can. For sure. Thumper. The Forex prop firms cost 2K to 5K a piece. They really cost that much on the Forex side of things? Just trying to pass the 50K TPT funded to get payouts to start. Yeah, see, Take Profit Trader throws that lure of same-day payouts out there. Where they get you is with the intraday trailing, right? That's the rule with take profit trader that trips up traders, is that intraday trailing. Oh, Beaks, you didn't miss much. The 690 of that 700 was made prior to me being live. So you're fine. I was short from 26,015 before I went live. Yeah, $99 seems extremely absurd for live data. George, you have 11 blown pro accounts on TPT. 8 of them are 150Ks. Yeah, George, and how many of them did you blow up with a positive balance because of the intraday trailing? Like, that's the most absurd thing, is that you can actually fail these accounts with a positive balance with the intraday trailing rule in there. It's crazy. Like, so technically you're a positive, like, you're a profitable trader on those accounts, and you still fail. Like, that's crazy. That's why guys, like, on take profit trader, I would just go with the 25Ks to be 100% honest with you, because you have 1,500 in drawdown, but your intraday trailing stops at 1,500 in profit as well. So, like, you can get there really quick, right? Those bigger accounts on where you have intraday trailing make it so difficult, right? Like, you can't have a red day. You just can't have a red day at all. Can we explain intraday trailing? Oh, Boogie. So intraday trailing. So most of the props have end of day trailing, which means your trailing drawdown follows you with how much profit at the end of day. It recalculates at the end of the day, meaning if you make $600 at the beginning of the trading day, right? Your trailing, that gives you an extra 600 on your trailing drawdown if it's calculated end of day until the end of the day, and then that will move up. Intraday trailing means you get into a trade, that trade goes $900 in your favor, that trailing drawdown actually trails you. So if the market starts pulling back, it eats into the amount of drawdown that you technically have on that account. So say the trailing drawdown is $1,500. You go $1,200 in profit, and the trade comes all the way back to break even. That leaves you only $300 of drawdown to play with that following day. You no longer have that $1,500 of trailing. So if you lose $300 on your next trade, you fail the account. Yeah, I say if you have intraday trailing, go with the smallest account you possibly can, right? Yeah, it's criminal. It really is. The intraday trailing rule is criminal. Absolutely criminal. Because legitimately, like, you know, those, I think it's Apex that has the 300Ks. I've seen people fail accounts with still like $6,000 in profit in their accounts. $6,000 of green in the account, but you fail and have to start all over because that intraday trailing got hit, you know? That's absurd. Absolutely absurd. Trade day trade day does have the end of day option for sure. It's a little bit more expensive. I think people get lured into the cheap cost of the intraday accounts. Can I explain that again, Armando? Oh, you mean the intraday trailing? Armando, is that what you're asking? Okay, Phil, so what you are, when you look at those numbers, like the 50K account, the 100K account, the 150K account, don't view that as $50,000 of trading, right? you technically on a 50K account have 2,000, in some cases 2,500 of drawdown. And that's how you need to trade your account, as if your account was that size. Not that you have 50,000 in your account. Is Funded Next having trouble today? I'm not sure, Sergey. I'm not sure. Those of you that trade on Funded Next, are you guys having trouble with... Jeff, you're not having any problems? Okay. All right, now the question is do I still want this trade? All right, so it looks like everybody's okay on Funded Next. All right. Sorry, oh, Armando. Okay, I got you, Armando. You want me to explain the intraday trailing again? Okay, so you get into a trade, and the trade goes into the green, right? And it goes into the green. Say you're positive. We'll say $1,000 to make it simple, right? Say you have $1,500 of drawdown to begin the day. Your first trade goes $1,000 in profit. That trailing drawdown, when it's intraday trailing, follows you during that entire trade. So it trails as your trade goes into the green. Now, if that trade reverses, right, that trailing is now at $1,000 from where it was initially. So in other words, you only have, if you had $1,500 intraday trailing, you only have $500 of downside before you technically fail the account. So in other words, on a 25K take profit trader account, a trade goes $1,000 into your favor. You have 1,500 drawdown, right? That trailing would now be set at it from the peak. That is where that trailing would stop. And as the trade starts coming against you, if you were to lose $500 on that trade, you would fail the account positive. So even though your account balance says positive, you still fail because you hit your trailing drawdown. Hey, Palm. How you doing tonight, brother? Wow, I didn't realize we had like 230 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Smash that thumbs up button if you could. Thanks, Palm. Appreciate you. 5 gifteds. Look at Palm. Those of you that just received the gifted memberships, hey, welcome to the community. If you aren't a member of Level Up Discord at this point, feel free to join. ! Discord in the chat will pop up a link that you can join our free trading Discord. Also, make sure that you link your YouTube account to your Discord profile, and that will give you access on the Discord to my pre-market trading plans each morning on the Nasdaq. Congratulations to everybody who just received a membership from Palmetto. Palm, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. What's up, War? Wow, we got Donovan McNabb in the house. We got Donovan McNabb, retired quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. One second, guys. face trader a lot watching me. I mean, we have over 200 people here right now. We're normally around 250. That's normally what we get to. Honestly, it's you guys that make the channel great, though. It's all the viewers that make this channel good. I have an amazing community. An amazing community. Yeah, Donovan McNabb. That's great. That's a great username, by the way. Great username. Is gold heading down, Indian Burn? Yeah, gold looks like it's... I think gold wants to trade down into this. It's felt heavy at 4K all day. Petros, you're talking about my NAS trade that I'm trying to get into? It's a short entry. It's a limit order at 985.75. Yeah, guitar guy. You can always tell what account I'm trading up here in the upper left. It'll tell you if it's with a prop or if it's my personal or whatever. This one is a Lucid account that I'm on tonight. Lucid's really good. If you're thinking about purchasing an account, code WES, all caps, will give you 45% off your evaluation currently. McNasty. But yeah, give them a shot. Of the newer props, I honestly like them the best. No, Nep, Top Step doesn't do discounts. They don't even have an affiliate program at all anymore. So any discounts that they do are going to be dealt with in-house. So you'd have to receive an email from them in order to get a discount for Top Step anymore. Overall risk to reward cash, I would say it's probably like 4 to 1. Somewhere around there. Because I'm a levels trader and I'm basically only risking 20 to 25 points a trade, and my targets are generally anywhere from 60 to 100 on the NAS. It's probably 4 to 1. I don't know what it exactly is. I've never really done a deep dive into my analytics, really. Guitar guy. Lucid doesn't have... Yeah, it's got to have a sign up. It's got to. Unless their site's down. So if you just click the get started on Lucid there. Up at the top, it'll walk you through everything. Oh, Kingfisher, you're short from 16 on ES2? I mean, you're still good on ES. I probably would just go break even, and if you can get a better entry on the short side, give it a shot. Grant, what's the best way to beat the intraday drawdown? Well, A, I would go with the smaller account sizes on any of the intraday, first and foremost. But B, take profits on momentum. Like, don't shoot for huge trades until you're past. Oh, yeah. Cheers, Kingfisher. Tommy, you think so? I'm kind of leaning that way as well right now. You know, we're kind of putting in like almost like a bull flag setup at this point. So I'm kind of thinking I should probably pull this order. But unless we get back, you know, aggressively above this whole area, I still like a more downside. We'll see. I don't know. I got a little room to play with tonight, so I've got 35 points before I give back everything that I've made. Oh, Face Trader, you mean the affiliate code? Is that what you're asking for? It's just code WES. W-E-S. If that's what you're looking for, the discount. Yeah, with all the props, my promo code is WES. With the ones that I have an affiliation with. Palm, time to 10x size. No, Palm. Don't do it. You got FOMC and major earnings this week. Don't 10x it. Honestly, I don't even think it's gonna get there. I think if it's gonna go down, it's gonna go down heavy from here. So I think you're right, Gig, as far as not wanting to get there. I would have rather seen this move probably come back up and get me in, but it didn't do it. So I do think if it's going to go down now, it's going to go from here. So I will pull that order at this point. I just don't like the fact that we're not getting aggressive yet. I would think if the down is the play, we would have far more aggression to the downside. Yeah, Frogface. I have discount codes with Lucid, My Funded Futures, another great prop firm. Pretty beginner friendly is My Funded Futures is, I think. Pretty good rule structure. Take Profit Trader and Trade Day. I think I have one for Bullinox as well. I can't even remember which props I have the code for. I'm a horrible salesperson. I'm a terrible salesperson. I'm terrible. Oh, 100%, Palm. Yeah, the key is to learn how to keep an account alive for as long as possible. Later, Martin. Enjoy the rest of your night. He sells all stream, Tommy. Yeah, like for me, I never wanted my streams to be about that. Like, cause all the streamers that you tune into, it's one giant billboard for the most part of their prop firms. They're pushing their affiliates in your face all the time. It just feels like one big sales pitch. I never wanted my stream to be about that. Yes, I have promo codes, and yes, it does help out the channel if you guys use them, but I don't want you to feel forced to use mine, you know? A lot of the streamers out there, that's how they're making their money. It's not even that they're necessarily a good trader or that they're just making a ton of money off their affiliates, really. So when you guys use codes, use the smaller streamers that you guys like and want to support. Use the codes of those guys, whether it's me or somebody else, you know. It just feels slimy to me, right? So YGT in the eval stage with Lucid, there is no consistency. In funded, yes, there is. Funded, I think if you go through the evaluation, it's 35% consistency, and if you go direct to funded, it's 20%. Patrick, that would be my target to the downside. Yes, I do think gold trades back into here eventually. For sure. What's up, Adam? How are you? Yeah, Indian Burn. Consistency doesn't bother me either. When you're consistently targeting, you know, similar values of trades, like when your targets are similar, it doesn't really bother me at all either. Right? Like say you're consistently making 700, 800 a day, right? There's really no reason to worry about consistency. All they're doing is preventing the YOLO from going max leverage and hitting a big day and trying to get a payout, right? Say they make 50,000 in a day because they put, 5 minis on and caught either the top or bottom of the day. And then trying to take that payout. Your bench has officially scored more than your starting lineup in fantasy? Ouch. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts, Tommy. Jeez. We have been kind of trading sideways here for a hot minute. Gold is flushing out at this point. Wow, did I actually call the top here when I was talking about gold? Pretty close. Where was it at? 32 when I called that? Any tips on getting the buffer on 50K? So what's the trailing on that? 2,000? Is that what it is, Paul? Is it $2,000? Intraday? So what I would do, I would say target 10 to 20 points. Are you trading the Nasdaq? I would say just target 10 to 20 points and let it hit the profit. Don't target anything more than that because you're getting too much back and forth right now. Every minute candle is trading so much up and down that I would say just target 10 to 20 points. And if it hits your target, great. Oh no, guitar guy, you lost $1,000 because you were trading on too high of a time frame. Oh no. Oh no. That's not what we like to hear. Oh, Swan, I'm trading on Quantower. Quantower is the name of my trading platform. Yeah, Indian Burn. Gold, gold flies around. I might actually have to trade. I might try to trade gold the rest of the week. Probably not tonight. I mean, it's already, what, almost, it's 20 to 11 my time right now. Yeah, cheers, Paul. Just bring down your targets. That's going to be the best way to do. And try to catch momentum trades to get past your intraday. I mean, you can do the tried and true method of full porting, right? And hoping with max leverage. Right? Throw on 4 minis and pray. But like I would say if you're trying to do it smart, I would say just bring down your targets and keep your targets small. Hey MP, how are you? Fernando, Quant Tower is, so actual execution on Quant Tower is free. However, you will need licenses in order to have certain features that are on Quant Tower. If you have a personal broker, most of the like individual brokers for your accounts will include a free license, like Amp Futures does, Edge Clear does. They'll give you a full license for free. I think a full license monthly is $70 on Quant Tower if you're paying for it, to have all the volume analysis tools, to get the DOM surface. You will need level 2 data in order to have the DOM surface over here at a minimum. Yeah, there you go. So Futures Trader 420 gets a free license with, what is that? Funded Next? Is that who that is with Futures Trader? Yeah, Guitar Guy. It's just so hard with that intraday trailing. Funded Futures Network. Okay. Got you. Okay. Yeah, cheers, Fernando. Let's see. Is the NQ moved? Nope, the NQ is stuck. Of course the NQ's stuck. I'm live streaming. That's what happens. That's what happens when I'm live. What's the payment method to withdraw? Roger, it depends on what prop. On Lucid? Lucid, I believe, uses... Let me check real quick. I haven't taken a payout with Lucid, so I'm not 100% certain on it. Really close to a payout, though. Extremely close to a payout on Lucid. Actually, probably this week. I'll take my first payout with Lucid. It looks like it's ACH if you're domestic. And I'm not sure about international. So it looks like you can do a bank transfer, e-wallet, crypto. Looks like they have a lot of different options, to tell you the truth. So it looks like you can choose what you want. So it's plaid. Okay, so plaid is ACH option. Disharon, what's the purpose of the red and green circles on the right hand side of my screen? Is that what you're asking? It is, these are aggressive buyers and sellers. So in other words, market orders is what that's showing. Market orders, and then the lines are your passive buyers and sellers. In other words, limit orders. Man, the market just died on us, guys. It completely died on us. We had some good downside early, but then it just kind of died. Gold had some good movement to the downside. I do still like gold back into 39.50. That's the move that makes sense to me on gold. Yeah, well, it was a good read. It was a good read. I should have executed. At that time, the Nasdaq started creeping back up into my order, so I switched over to the Nas. Oh, we still got about 200 people in here. Yeah, YGT, I'm looking for like absorption and exhaustion in the buying or selling. So I'm not necessarily looking for trapped buyers or sellers, but kind of, yes. So I'm looking for aggressive buyers to get absorbed by a passive seller or vice versa. So in other words, lots of big green bubbles without price able to break through, right? Like clearly there's a passive seller sitting here at 980. You've got aggressive buying up into that a few times with failures at 980 each time. Similar to that, but I would prefer it to be at one of my levels, right? Like not in the middle of somewhere where we're still in price exploration up here. But that's kind of how I'm using it. Really simple. I'm looking at the bigger orders for possible targets or points of interest. Yeah, the Nas is really, the Nas sold off from that 980 level. I would imagine that we're probably heading down here. And NQ needs a little mini crash like gold. I know. The Nas needs to come back to earth for sure. For sure. The problem is an entry in here on the short side, which I think is the move, is a little too risky. So I'm not going to get in on it. Plus, we're coming up on 11 o'clock, and I don't want to be stuck in a trade till 1 a.m. You got a decent size order here at 950. This makes sense to get traded. I mean, really all the size is down below us at this point. You got a couple orders above, but the majority of the volume is all concentrated down here below 900 even. So this is probably, we're probably going to retrace a lot of today, right? Like it was straight up today. Generally, when you have straight up, you get a move through those same prices in the opposite direction, straight down in this case. So I'm thinking tonight and tomorrow is probably going to be some downside. I do think 25,470 gets traded again. Fill the gap from Sunday open. Even a little bit lower. Previous all-time highs makes sense. Thumper, is that R2? 963 is R2? Are you sure? I got daily pivot sitting, central pivot sitting at 892. I've got R1 at 26,084, R2 at 26,205, and R3 all the way up at 26,398. Wednesday at 2, we'll tell all. FOMC. Not necessarily. We've got some pretty big earnings plays after FOMC. So we'll have to keep an eye out. All the big boys released this week. Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Apple. They all have earnings releases Wednesday and Thursday at the closing bells. All right, guys. Price is just chopping around. Yeah, Thumper, I have a free Discord. It's called Level Up. There's a link in the description, either down below the video, or you can type !Discord in the chat, and that will generate a link to join the free Discord. All right, guys, we're coming up on 11 o'clock. I'm really not liking this sideways consolidation in the middle of nowhere. Interest is to the downside. I do think we probably explore a little more downside throughout the night. I'm just not sure it happens until London, which is a few hours away, and I'm not going to be up for it. So we're going to call it there for the evening. Finishing the night up $700. If you are continuing to trade this, trade safe. Stay patient, and I'll be back tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard for another live stream. Come and hang out, come and join. Hopefully we figure out what's going on with YouTube on the back end for the dual stream once again. Welcome to everybody who's new. If you were gifted a membership tonight, make sure that you link your YouTube account to your Discord profile. Make sure you join the Discord, and you'll have access to my pre-market trading plans that I put out an hour before the opening bell tomorrow morning. Each morning. Good luck the rest of the way, guys. Trade safe, stay patient. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Peace.